Good afternoon, and welcome to the live coverage of the second launch of Eternity 1. Some 4 weeks after its inaugural launch, Eternity 1 is once again ready to take flight. During these 4 weeks, the second and first stages have undergone multiple tests and improvements, and we hope to see more progress than during the first flight. For those not familiar with this rocket, the Eternity 1 rocket is a fully reusable rocket, which means that the entire rocket, once it has been in space, will return to Earth without any of its components being lost. Eternity consists of 2 stages. The first stage, equipped with 7 motors and 4 fins that will help the vehicle maintain its orientation during the descent to the landing pad. The second stage is equipped with 8 motors placed on either side of a metal heat shield. The special feature of this vehicle is that the fairings will not be separated during flight but will open and close in such a way as to return to Earth without being lost. Let's talk about one of the main improvements made to the second stage. On the last flight, during the re-entry phase, one of the fairings seems not to have closed correctly, which would have led to an incorrect inclination of the vehicle, and to an overheating of the fairing. This was probably the cause of the loss of the second stage. The fairings are now fitted with a new, safer, and more effective closure system. Let's talk about the payload of this launch. If all goes well, the second stage will carry, in the low orbit of Drø, 2 PiperSat satellites. These small satellites, developed by Collision Space, are intended to carry out communications tests by sending signals to each other and to the second stage. This serves as a test for a second version of the PiperSat, which will be used to ensure effective communication with our vehicles during their missions. 2 of the 6 test PiperSat have already been launched by the Dynamics company aboard their Juno rocket on July 25. For this launch, the team has decided, after the last incident, that the booster will not attempt a landing on the landing pad, but will perform a gentle splashdown into the ocean in front of the shoreline of our launch pad. The splashdown site is very close to the shoreline, and that is why, if all goes well, the landing sequence should be captured by our tracking cameras. We hope to see spectacular images.
Strong back retract. Strong back retract complete. Startup. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine full power, and lift off of Eternity 1. Go Eternity. Max Q.
The vehicle is experiencing maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Nominal trajectory. Stage separation confirm.
And we have stage separation. Now on your screen you can see the booster view on the left and the second stage view on the right.
Boost back burn startup.
And the booster is performing the boost back burn.
Seco 1.
The second stage engines have been shut down, and now at about 4 minutes the second stage will perform a second burn that will take it into orbit.
The trajectory is nominal.
The B4 booster has completed the boost back burn, now changing its tilt to put the engines in the correct direction for the landing maneuver. The booster is descending very fast through the atmosphere. The booster is supersonic and in a few seconds it should turn its engines back on. And here we go. The booster is performing the landing burn. The booster has changed to one engine. And we have splashdown. The booster has landed in the ocean for its first time. What spectacular images! This is a huge step forward for the future reusability of this vehicle.
SECO 2.
And the second stage is successfully in orbit. Now we wait for the fairings to open and the payload to be released.
Fairing opening. Fairing opening complete.
The Piper Sat release sequence has begun. Both Piper Sat have been successfully released. The second stage will remain in orbit for about 24 more hours to test various systems, such as communication with the Piper Sat, for future longer missions. Stay updated and follow us on our pages, you will find them in the description. Thanks for tuning in, see you next time.